Hi guys, Erica here from the Preparedness Journey with another very quick video. This week, I'm sure you all noticed the horrific events that followed the death of George Floyd, a man from Minneapolis who basically was detained by 4 police officers and who were executed in front of us. This sort of thing can never happen again. And it is up to all of us to take a stand against evil, the evil that exists in law enforcement. I am here to tell you all today that law enforcement is infiltrated by white supremacists and also members of organized Satanism. The deaths of young black men and women are most likely satanic ritual sacrifices that involve a blood in, blood out ritual in order for individuals in the groups to attain status. Now, I know that might sound hard for you to believe at this moment, but here's the thing. All of these people, police officers, judges, prosecuting attorneys, and even most likely the jury members know each other. This is how there are no convictions in these cases. This is how they're getting off scot-free and able to walk. Eric Garner was on videotape. Nothing happened to the police officer that killed him. There are stories and stories of people who have evidence on law enforcement in the black community who keep dying, and there are no prosecutions. One of the things that we have to do as a community of people is we have to incentivize good behavior in law enforcement. And before I go any further, I want to say that I am on the side of every man and woman, good law enforcement officer who is black, white, red, and brown. I side with you. And this horrific event and these events that have happened with people dying are not your fault. However, they keep happening. So something more has to be done. We need to incentivize good behavior in law enforcement. And what this means is that we must begin to attack the freedom and the money of all law enforcement officers who engage in the activity that we've seen that occurred on Monday. All law enforcement officers should be placed on administrative leave without pay pending investigations. If any law enforcement officer is on video or audio assaulting someone or committing a murder like we saw with George Floyd, that individual needs to immediately be taken into custody. They also need to lose their pensions and any sort of pay to incentivize good behavior. Many of these people who are doing this, who belong to organized Satanism, are doing this because they are getting favors within the group, possibly money. And I'm here to tell you that the videotapes that they have, and this is the really sick, disgusting part, that there are groups of people in very high positions of authority who know this is going on, who keep letting these groups get off scot-free with no charges. They get together and watch these videos and they laugh. They really do. They don't care about us. This is entertainment and folly for them. That's it. What we as a society need to do to protect ourselves, again, we need to hit elected officials. We need to put pressure on them to take the freedoms and money away from law enforcement officers who are convicted, or excuse me, who have these allegations made against them, especially those on video camera. We know situations where people may not like the police, they may make stuff up on them, but for the most part, that's not true. People want to be protected by law enforcement. They want to feel safe, and they don't. And these groups who do this, they are doing this for their own selfish gains, but they're also part of something bigger and greater. They are trying to create a situation to where we have no law enforcement, where we have chaos ensuing, or worse, we have a situation where if local law enforcement cannot control situations, there's going to be other mechanisms put in place to take our freedoms away. We need to stand up. Everybody needs to stand up against this.